Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of the World Seniors Snooker Championship. This is day one of the 4-day event at the Crucible, so about 3 days after we of course saw Mark Selby win his 4th ever World Snooker Championship. We now go on to the seniors competition, which there's only 16 players that compete compared to the main draw, which is 32, and this is of course just 16 senior players, past winners, UK Championship winners, world champions, Masters champions. But tonight is a big one so far in the tournament because this is our third match of the tournament of day one as well, and we've got coming up in just a few minutes Stephen Hendry versus Patsy Fagan, which is a bit weird watching Stephen Hendry in this senior tournament. When I was growing up, Stephen Hendry was winning every world championship you can think of. So it's quite weird to see him play against older players now, which, this is where Stephen Hendry's at. He retired a few years ago. He's got himself back on the World Snooker Tour trying to qualify for tournaments, but we've not really seen him get anywhere near these main tournaments that he used to be able to do, which is a real shame, but who knows? If you don't try, you don't know, and it's good to see Stephen Hendry back on the tour. He tried to qualify for the World Snooker Championship a few weeks back, but he couldn't quite get there. He did play Jimmy White in the qualifiers. I can't remember if he beat him or not, but that was the highlight of his campaign, and sadly he didn't make the main draw for the last 32 when it was a few weeks back. So we're just waiting for the players to come onto the theatre for the Crucible. Of course, if you're wondering if there are any fans for this one, there isn't. This one is in front of a no crowd, even though it was only a few days ago during the final that we had, we basically had a full capacity Crucible crowd, which is mad to think, really, during pandemic and all that. It's absolutely crazy. Anyway, enough about me. You folks get in touch at home if you want. Do get in touch and let us know who you think will win this match tonight. Stephen Hendry or the Irish Patsy Fagan. Let us know. Patsy Fagan, in case you didn't know, he was a UK champion back in 1977. While Stephen Hendry, does he need an introduction? He's won 7 world championships, and no other snooker player in the history of the sport has won more than him, or even won the same as him. The two players that are next to him with 6 world championships is Steve Davies and Ronnie O'Sullivan, which we all remember. Ronnie O'Sullivan got up to 6 world championships when he beat Karen Wilson in the final in last year's World Snooker Championship back in August. But we have a new current holder now, and that was Mark Selby, who beat Sean Murphy the other day. Quite a tight final if you joined me and Seb and Stu during those watch-alongs for the final. Hope you enjoyed it. But anyway, get in touch on the live chat page. Let us know who you think's going to win. Give us a like for the stream as well. Hopefully they'll come out soon. They're showing some pre-recorded interviews with Patsy and Stephen Hendry from outside the Crucible. Must have been either done earlier today or before the tournament had started. So Rob Walker presenting the snooker, and it's just grim seeing the Crucible completely empty. You wanted to see at least a few fans in, but they're not having any in at all, which I don't get. At all. I don't know why they couldn't have at least a handful in. But Patsy Fagan's now walking into the Crucible and will take his seat on the right-hand side of the table. It's a one-table setup for this tournament. They have a match on after each other. There's 2 matches this evening. There's this one, and I'll just double-check which one's after this. It's followed by Mick Judge versus Patrick Wallace. So it's a one-table setup tonight. Stephen Hendry's walking into the Crucible. Let's read some of your comments. Max Colby saying, how has Jimmy White got on? Jimmy White doesn't start until tomorrow. He plays tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, which we plan to do a watch-along for his match, which is tomorrow night. And Max also says that he would like to see Stephen Hendry play well. Yes, I think we certainly would. It looks as though the first frame's about to begin. So it'll be Fagan to start the to start the break. Apparently last time Patsy Fagan last played at the Crucible was 38 years ago, the commentators have just said. There we go. Let's get the scoreboard in front of you. There you go. So that is a live score. And Fagan's got the first point on the board. Be interesting to see the difference between Hendry and Fagan. I mean, I don't know how old Fagan is, but he can't be young. He must be at least in his 50s, 60s. Afsel Memon asking who will win first frame. I expect Hendry to win the whole match, so I'm going to say Hendry. But it's only just started, so it's I'm not sure. Gabby says, I'm not a snooker person, but I'm bored, so I'm just watching to give me something to do. Well, there's football on in an hour, Gabby. That's Europa League football. My team United are playing, but hopefully we'll win. I'll be a bit worried if we don't win that after being 6-2 up in that first leg. Of course, it's Arsenal who have the big task. They're the one who are 2-1 down to Villarreal. So Hendry on the visit to the table. He's already missed the red down the right pocket. Simple, seemed like a simple shot, but and even the commentator just said even in his prime he would never miss that. There was a good message on the chat before that I was meaning to read out, and it was Gerard Murray. Hello Gerard, hope you're well. He says if Stephen Hendry doesn't beat Patsy easily, it will be very clear that his return to snooker on the main tour has been a mistake. I hope Stephen plays well this evening. Yeah, I do hope so. Prince Harrican asking, do you have any links for a live video to this match? It's on BBC Sports website. They're the main broadcasters for this tournament. All of the matches, it seems. Camel says you can watch live on Q Sports Network on Facebook page, apparently, if that helps, folks. Max Colby says, I'm outside UK and despite VPN, I can't seem to get BBC to work on my phone, perhaps on PC. Yeah, try your PC, the BBC Sport website. I believe that's bbc.co.uk/sport. Greg Livingstone asking as well, BBC Sport website. It's on there. It might be on the red button, but I don't know. I'm using the BBC Sport website. And Greg also asking, are they using both tables tonight? No, just the one table set up for this tournament. So they probably stuck with the same table that they used for the final a few days ago. You'd think, anyway. Max Colby also asking, which channel are you watching it on, please? The BBC Sport website. So go on bbc.co.uk/sport, then go into the snooker page and it's up there at the top. Lunatic Productions says, my money's on Hendry. Never bet on him until now. Julie McDonough says, can you say hi to my hub, John? Hello, John. Hope you're well. Are you both snooker fans, Julie and John? Let us know. Where are you watching? Let us know where you're watching the snooker from tonight, folks. Hero Creature says, hope Hendry versus White will happen again in this tournament. I mean, I don't know if they can meet in the final, but I'm hoping that they could both get to the final. That would be a classic going back to the 90s between them two at the Crucible in the World Final, as I'm sure some of you remember. So yeah, Patsy Fagan on 19 at the moment. Hendry's on 8. He's going for a long putt. Oh, top right corner's missed there by Fagan. Stephen Hendry to come back to the table. Stephen Hendry going for the top right pocket, going. Oh, cue ball nearly went in. Luckily for Hendry it didn't, but the red didn't go in either. So he might have left a red there on the top right pocket. Chance here for Fagan to extend his lead. Smashes the red into the top right pocket. Do get in touch on the live chat page, folks. If you love your snooker, you know you need to click that subscribe button to support our channel. And he's got the green at the moment. Hero Creature. Oh, sorry. Gabby says, I'll watch Man United, but definitely not Arsenal. Of course, Gabby being a Chelsea fan. You're still recovering from last night's Chelsea win? When I say Chelsea win, you had 2 wins last night, didn't you? If you count the women's team as well. Greg Livingstone says, I have not seen Stephen Hendry play, but my dad said he is the greatest snooker player ever and best Scottish snooker player for time. Yeah, I mean, statistically, he definitely is. Of course, it's down to the opinion of, was he the best, or was it Steve Davis, or was it Ronnie O'Sullivan? I mean, Stephen Hendry peaked just before I got into snooker. He was still on the circuit when I was following snooker, but he wasn't as good as he used to be. He won, was it 4 or 5 world championships in a row in the 90s? He was playing snooker just for fun at that time. He's the one who set the benchmark. He's like Michael Schumacher of F1. He set the big landmark, but then it got beaten by Lewis Hamilton. So, you know, it's there for Ronnie or Mark Selby to try and beat. Also, folks, if you want to support the channel, you're more than welcome to send us a super chat. We appreciate any support towards our channel, as we're hoping to keep growing. Afsal Memon says, first frame Patsy. Well, it's going his way at the moment, but he's just not sure what he's done with that red. He's on 23, so Stephen Hendry behind at the moment. Julie saying on the phone, how are you? I'm very well, thank you, Julie. Where are you watching from tonight? Are you in England, or Fagan's got the red here out of the pack? It's now on 24. He'll go for the black here. Johnson Hemingway says Hendry to win. I'm going all in, fancying novelty bet on Jimmy White. Heart attack in quarters. Heart attack in quarters. I hope not. Jimmy White's a legend, the man who somehow just couldn't win a World Snooker Championship despite being in the final 6 times. And Fagan, he's missed the black there. That looked cert for him to get another 7 points to the board. Loser Tech Production says, go on, Hendry. Julie asking, is Ronnie in this competition? No, he isn't, sadly. Of course, it's a World Seniors, so I'm sure maybe one day he'll go on the tour if it's worth his time, I guess. I know that sounds a bit rude what I'm saying, but we all know what Ronnie's like. He likes snooker, but he doesn't exactly want to play all the time. It's a good opportunity for the likes of Hendry, Dennis Taylor and all that to carry on doing what they love, which is to play snooker. To tell you the truth, of all this snooker I've been watching recently, I do really want to get back into it. I say get back into it. I played it like a couple of times about 4 years ago, and I enjoyed it. I was crap, because the snooker table, if you've never played on a snooker table, it isn't easy. It is tough, but I believe it's one of those sports that if you keep playing it, you're only going to get better. Whether or not you're good enough, but even so, I think it does become an addictive sport. Here's a good question here from Hero Creature, asking me, do you see Selby winning 7 or more world titles? I think when he gets to 5, if he can get to 5, then the talk, I think, should be on for him to do it, because he still needs to. He's got 4, which is still a fantastic achievement, but I think he needs to get to 5, because then he's in the right. He's on the finish line nearly of just needing to win 2 more. But it's not easy winning the World Snooker Championship, and he knows that. I don't see why he couldn't. When he turns up, no one can touch him. And yes, his style of snooker is not exactly for the faint-hearted. And as Ronnie O'Sullivan said the other day. Oh, Hendry should get that. Yep, no problem. Oh, he's got it right next to the red. Is it a touching ball? Not that it'll matter because he's got it. He should be able to play the colour here. Oh, he's going for the brown instead, not the blue. Hendry now on the blue. He's now on 20, so 20 points for Hendry so far. Fagan's on 24. So Hendry hoping to take the lead here. He's going to have to get his extension on the cue. Princess Zenu saying who's going to win this frame. Princess Zenu. Very royal. I'm going to say Stephen Hendry, but it's still early yet in this frame. There's still a few reds left on the table. Hendry's just got the red now, and I think the pink might be available for him here. But yeah, I think Selby can get to 7 World Championships. It's not going to be easy, though. Still needs to win 3 more. I think the question is, can Ronnie O'Sullivan do it? Because he only needs 1 more. And at least then, I'd say this now for Ronnie, I'd love for him to at least reach the 7 mark. So at least he leads it with Stephen Hendry, because I think it might just justify why he is one of the best. When people talk about it in years to come. Whenever he does retire. But it was great to see Ronnie win it last year. Because I did worry that we might never see him win it again. Before last year's tournament. Stephen Hendry's got the blue in the middle. And I think this is going towards Hendry, this first frame. It's only best of 5 frames, remember, folks, as well. So it's a very short format. If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. Johnson Hemingway says that Ken Doherty is favourite to win the 1997 World Champion. Julie says she's from Ireland, as we talk about Ken Doherty. And Afsal Memon saying played $300 on Patsy to win first frame. $300! What a gambler, as some would say. Well, I think you might lose that bet, Afsal, because Stephen Hendry is currently leading by 16 as he's just popped the brown. That'll now be 20. Hendry going for another red onto the bottom left pocket. He'll go for the pink, I'd imagine. I'm wondering if any of you are at home. I mean, did Stephen Hendry retire because he had enough, or was it just because he wasn't good enough anymore? Because it's weird just seeing him back on the tour again. He's had to play the red safe there, and that's a lovely shot. What a shot. They've got fake crowd noise in the background at the Crucible since there's no fans inside. And it was a great safety shot. Some of you asking where you can watch the match. BBC Sports website is showing it. Not sure any other options if you can't get on there, I'm afraid. That's what I'm watching it on. Fagan. How's Fagan hit the pink? He was meant to go for the red, but he's hit the pink first. He won't be happy with that. And Hendry should go on and seal this frame now with 1 red to go. And he had a free ball so he could go for the brown. Now he's gone for the green. Ooh, cue ball should be alright for him on the red. Yep, no problem. Towards the bottom right pocket. 39 ahead, 35 remaining. Gets the black. And I think really now it's just all about Hendry just clearing up the table. We'll now go for the red, but he's going to have to go from the bottom half of the table to the top half as he travels the cue ball and goes for the green. Yeah. The only thing that's awkward for him clearing up here is the pink on the bottom left cushion. Oh, he's put the cue ball in the middle pocket. Not that it matters, but that wasn't exactly great from the great man of Stephen Hendry. But either way, he seals the first frame. It's a good start for Stephen Hendry. Do get in touch, folks, on our live chat page. Princess Senu saying, "Can you tell me when the first pot is in the second frame, and who's going to do that?" So we're just waiting for the second frame to begin, and it looks as though they're showing. It looks as though they're showing old footage. No, not old footage. They're showing footage from earlier today where there was a moment in a match earlier on this afternoon where the cue ball was on its way to the left cushion, and then it just turned the other way. So they had to get one of the guys who were in charge of those tables to sort out the cloth. Loser Tech Productions asking if Joe Davis is playing at the World Seniors Snooker Championship. He's not playing today if he is to be playing in this tournament, because the match after this one is Mick Judge versus Patrick Wallace, and the earlier match results was Lee Walker losing 3-2 to Dan Morgan, and then David Lilly beating Philip Williams 3-1. Now, if you are wondering, there's no group stages in this. The moment you lose a match, you're out of the tournament. So, yeah. And so it was Fagan who broke. It's gone back to Stephen. Stephen's not really had any opportunities there. Oh, the Zetic production say it was a joke, dude. Alright, no worries. I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't even know if Joe Davis is still alive. If he's still alive, I wouldn't know. I should know, really. Do subscribe to the channel, folks, if you're new here and you're enjoying the stream. We also do other sport watch-alongs as well as the snooker. We do football, we do rugby, we do tennis, we do Formula 1, golf as well, especially the next golf one being the USPGA Championship in a couple of weeks' time, so do join us for that. Oh, cheers, Greg. Greg giving us a follow on Instagram. Appreciate it. Gary6374 says he's as dead as this channel. Oh, well, if you don't like it, mate, you can go away. Simple as that. Oh, right, the Zetic production says he died in 1978. If so, then that's a long time ago. That's actually the year after my parents got married. Stephen Hendry, both players still on 0 at the moment. I think he's tried to play safety, but he's set up Fagan here on the red on the bottom cushion. Pretty much a straight shot. Oh, good pot there from Fagan. Let us know, folks, where you're watching the snooker from tonight. How's your day at work? or at school or whatever it is you do. Oh, and he's missed the black there, Fagan. And because of that, he might have set up Hendry. There does need to be a crowd in the Crucible. It needs to be some sort of fans. Gary saying, joking lad. No worries. No worries. UK bad fella saying, where's the snooker? It's on BBC Sport website. This is a watch along, so I'm just giving you a bit of a commentary of what's going on. And Newsatic Production saying, statistically, Joe Davis is the best snooker player ever. Dan Landon asking, what channel is this on? BBC Sport website on their snooker page, which I believe it's free. It might be on Red Button or iPlayer as well, but I'm watching on the BBC Sport website. Greg Livingstone saying, did you hear the Aston Villa appealed to have the Champions League final at Villa Park instead of Istanbul? I think it's because of the virus. It's bad over in Turkey, so they tried to move it in England. To be honest, Greg, regardless of how bad it is in Turkey, I was saying to someone last night, I was actually saying to my dad last night, that surely the common sense is that if you've got an all-English final, make sure the final's in England so that the fans can actually travel nearby to go and watch it, especially Man City and Chelsea fans, and for Man City fans who, for the first time, would witness Man City being in the Champions League final. You know, it should be here. That's the common sense. Why have it all the way across in Europe when you could just have both teams in England? So I think it's great to see Villa Park offering it. I just don't see why it can't just be at Wembley. But I don't think it can be, because I think it's on the same day as the Championship playoff final, which is to be at Wembley. So it's fair enough. But if you're not going to be able to get many fans in anyway, I guess Villa Park is the next destination. Or, you know, why not Tottenham Hotspur's ground or Old Trafford? It doesn't really matter. They're not going to fill the whole stadium because of COVID restrictions. Fagan looks a bit peed off so far. Hendry's on 15, Fagan on 1. You do feel if Stephen Hendry wins this frame, he should go on to win the match, because they only need to win 3 frames to go through to the next round, which they will next play on Saturday. There's still 4 more matches to be played tomorrow for the last 16. Mike Barrett. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Mike Barrett saying Patsy Fagan is 70. Is he 70? Wow. He was a top player in the 1970s. My dad mentioned him before, saying he remembers. He joked, saying they'll probably have to wheel him in tonight. And Hendry's missed the pink. I do love seeing Stephen Hendry as a commentator and a pundit these days. It is good to see. One of the biggest names in snooker. You gotta love the BBC snooker team. It's a great team. I love that pretty much the whole team's full of former players or current players, especially when they got Jack Lisowski and Judd Trump helping out when they got knocked out of the tournament. Patsy Fagan has got the rest out. He's going to go for the red in the middle pocket. No problem. I wonder what the age difference is between Stephen Hendry and Patsy Fagan. Because Stephen Hendry... Well, I mean, if Patsy Fagan is 70... Stephen Hendry is 52. So an 18-year difference between Hendry and Fagan. Sorry, Gabby, I was meaning to read your message. Hey, Jamie, I emailed you back, by the way, but I'm not sure if it went through as it's been playing up all day. Yes, sorry, I did receive it. It popped up on my phone, so I'll get back to you either later this evening or tomorrow about... Gabby and I will think of doing a match preview video for the Chelsea Women's Champions League final against Barcelona, which is on the 16th of May. That's a Sunday. And it's Stephen Hendry is on 16, Fagan on 7. Hendry going for the furthest red at the top. He's going to play safe, but the red made a double kissed with the yellow there. But I don't think Patsy Fagan's got much of options here. Greg says, I know Stephen Hendry and Scottish whereabouts in Scotland. Are you from there? In Scotland, are you from? Sound like he's Glaswegian, people from Glasgow. I know Stephen Hendry was born in Queensferry, and I know he's Scottish, of course, but I don't know... Is that his actual home place? I'm not sure. I do forget that Stephen Hendry is Scottish. I just keep thinking he's English. The youngest ever world champion as well. Daltini Doll saying Patsy, my girlfriend's uncle. We are all in the house cheering him on. Where are you watching it from tonight, Daltini? A lot of visits to the table from both players in this frame. 10 points separating them. Hendry on 17. Fagan on 7. Fagan taps the red as he drifts the ball across to the top cushion near the brown on the top right. Let us know, folks, who do you think will win the World Seniors Snooker Championship of 2021? I think last year Jimmy White won it. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'll tell you what, I'm loving Fagan's waistcoat tonight. Nice red pattern, kind of red lines all over the front of it. Looks pretty cool. And he's got a nice red there, Pat. Sets himself up nicely for the blue in the middle. I think he's just thinking ahead of where to place the cue ball. Still, I'd say there's around 7 red balls left on the table. I think if I can remember, Stephen Hendry is a massive poker player. Like, he loves playing poker. I think he's known for being seen at casinos. I might be wrong, but that's what people told me in the past. Nice setup with the blue. Iron Con. Hello, Iron Con. How's it going? Saying Hendry is all-time great. Iron Con saying, ain't Ronnie and Hendry the same age? No. I think Ronnie's 45 while Stephen Hendry's 52. Iron Khan saying that Hendry has the poker face. Afsal Memon saying, hope this frame goes to Patsy. Come on. Mike Barrett says, age difference is about 18 years. Hendry turned pro in 1985. Fagan retired before that. Really? Wow. Greg saying, Jamie, how do F1 drivers get paid? Do they get paid every race? Or did they get paid monthly? I know they are on contract with what team they are driving for. I'm not sure, Greg. I think they are on like a year contract, so I think it is just a year rate kind of contract at least. With Hamilton, he keeps having 1 year rolling on. He has a roll-on contract, so he only signs 1 year contracts with Mercedes. But these year contracts are like worth $47 million. It's quite crazy, really. Feel free to donate to the channel, folks, to help support our channel. Just simply click the super chat. Fagan. Oh, he nearly got the plant. That's a shame. Great effort. I thought he had it. And Stephen Hendry was looking over his shoulder when he took that shot just to see if he was required to come back to the table, and he is. Well, yeah, we got a good, interesting few messages here on our live chat page. Do get in touch, folks. Don't be shy. Dalton Edul saying is in Dublin watching on the BBC iPlayer, watching with Patsy's brother and sister Sean and Esther. Say hello to Sean and Esther for me, Daltini. Fagan leading this frame, 25-17 at the moment. One frame down, though. And, of course, it's these kind of matches where you don't have time to really make that many mistakes because it's the best of 5. Sai International says, top chap Patsy played him in qualifying in Jersey before COVID. Top bloke. Oh, very interesting. So, Sai International, are you a professional snooker player? So, Fagan with another safety shot. Hendry has got the cue ball on the top cushion, and all the reds are pretty much scattered in a line on the bottom cushion. Yeah, Mike Barrett, yeah, I think you're right about that, saying that saying O'Sullivan, Williams, which is Mark Williams, and John Higgins are around the same age. Yeah, they pretty much got into snooker through the 90s, didn't they? That's when the new generation of snooker players came through with them three and went on to win many majors. That's a great long shot there from Hendry. And should get the yellow if he wants to go for that in the middle right pocket. So Sai International saying yes, he was a professional snooker player. Have you been able to play a lot while we've had these lockdowns? Si, do you have a table that you were able to access? Because I really want to get back into playing a bit of snooker. When I say I get back into it, it's been years. and I'm pretty terrible, but I just love playing on a table, whether it's pool or snooker. It's just addictive. And Sci International also says, was a mate of Paul Hunter's, bless him. Paul Hunter was awesome. He was, when I was growing up, I was quite young when he passed away, sadly, from cancer, which was, 2006, was it? I might be wrong, but I remember when Paul Hunter was even being treated for cancer, and he'd still come and play as a professional, and his favourite tournament was no doubt the Masters. I might be wrong, but I'm sure he won it like 3 times. He was a great player. I'd love to have seen Paul Hunter. Oh, cue ball's gone into the top right pocket. And that was Stephen Hendry. He's done that at least twice tonight already, and we're only in our second frame. His mind just doesn't seem up for it. But I think we're seeing from Stephen Hendry why he's nowhere near the best he used to be. Especially with the few years he has been away from the table. Snooker Dog saying, do you mind if we catch some of the snooker? I can't show you the footage, I'm afraid, just due to copyright. Hence why this is a watch along to just talk snooker with you all while there's a match in place. Do subscribe to the channel, folks, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button. If you love your snooker, subscribe. We're just 15 subscribers away from reaching 2,200. Safety play here in this second frame between Hendry and Fagan. So there's currently 1 red left on the table. Fagan leading by 17 points. He's on 37. Hendry on 20. And I think, yeah, Fagan's on a colour here. And he's just going to play it safe by trying to get behind the green. Can he? Oh, is it still... Has he still technically snookered him? Because he's got it touching the green. Yeah, and he's going to have to play it on the cushion here, Stephen Hendry. Oh, he's missed the red. And he's hit the blue, so that's points for Fagan. And I think he might have left him the red here. Now, I'll say this now. Fagan could get this red, and he's just got the colours to go. And he should get this frame back to make it 1-1. Oh, he's missed. He couldn't get the red, Stephen Hendry. Do get your comments in. We'll read more from your chat from the chat page once this frame has ended, as we're coming to nearly the end of this one. Hendry, he's on 26, 16 behind Fagan. And I just think maybe Hendry might just steal this frame off Fagan under his nose as he's going to go for the yellow on the top left pocket. No problem. And now lines it up with the green. That's not a bad shot. That won't be an easy one though if he's going to go down the cushion on the right into the bottom right corner of the pocket. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, hang on. Can it go into the bottom left? No. Oh, he couldn't get it, Fagan. Hendry, can he get the green? Yes, he can. But where can he get it on that brown? It looks good. Oh, very nice. Very nice. He may not get it straight, but he should be all right. It's just the blue after that. Oh, he's missed it. Oh. I'm sorry, but Hendry should be getting that. Regardless of how he was going to play the cue ball afterwards. I think, luckily, he's just given a wave to Fagan as an apology because he's got it behind the pink. As, of course, that is just luck, really. But he should get the brown here. Yep. Is it me, or does Stephen Hendry just not look up for it at all? His body language just doesn't fit right. I might be wrong, though. He's going for the brown. He's got it. Oh, he nearly got the cue ball in the pocket there. Can he go for blue? Oh, lovely shot. Fair play, Hendry. Top left pocket with the blue long shot. I must admit, he made that brown look a lot harder than it should have been, and he makes that blue look harder than it should have been. But yet, he made that look easy. If Fagan gets any more points, he's probably won the match, but, well, the frame, sorry, not the match. So Stephen Hendry couldn't pot the pink with his shot. They're just replaying his shot on the blue. It was a fantastic shot. Fagan going for the pink. No, couldn't get it into the top left pocket. I think he might be lucky here. This is only the second frame, but whoever gets to 3 frames wins the match and goes through to the next round. Oh, Hendry couldn't get the pink, but can he get it behind the black? Oh, he's got it behind the black. What a shot. It might have been a bit lucky. I'm not sure if he meant that because he was trying to pot the pink as well. Poor Fagan's going to have to go for a cushion shot here. What will he use? 1 or 2 cushions here? He's going to play swerve here. No, he won't pot it, but he has got the pink. Hendry should pot that. Mike Barrett says Hendry, playing someone nearly 20 years older than him, probably does not feel he needs to play that great. Yeah, there is that approach to it, I guess. Hendry knows he should win this, really, in terms of when you preview a match like this. Especially when Hendry's still on the tour, but just doesn't get into the main rounds. IGC Hen asking, can you show the match? I'm afraid I can't due to copyright, but if you're wondering where it's being shown, it's on the BBC Sport website. Hendry to go for the middle pocket. If he gets this black, no. But is it going to be potable for Fagan? Because it's past the middle pocket just. But maybe if Fagan can do it right, he can get it into the top left pocket. And Patsy has hit the black on 3 cushions. Oh, he's got the black, Hendry, as long as the cue ball doesn't go into the pocket. And Stephen Hendry now doubles the lead. He's just 1 frame away from reaching the next round. 2 frames up he is, Hendry. And Fagan now knows that he has to win every frame available to carry on in this World Seniors Snooker Championship. Fagan's highest pro ranking was 11. In terms of career titles, Stephen Hendry has 75 and Fagan only has 3. But of course, a lot more tournaments came into snooker while Hendry's around. There's even a lot more now, that's for sure. So, Stephen Hendry 2, Fagan 0. Hendry just needs 1 more frame to go to the next round. Let's read some of your comments while we wait for the 3rd frame to begin. Rory Eduardo Martins de Silva saying, here from Brazil, Sullivan and Hendry fans. Hello, Rory Eduardo. Hope you're well. Good to see some Brazilians joining us on the watch along. Of course, there is a Brazilian taking part in this World Seniors Championship who's apparently been in the UK since January while staying put because of COVID. Paul Chambers says that Ronnie O'Sullivan is the GOAT. He can say what he wants. Greg Livingstone asking me, Jamie, would you like me to keep you up to date on the Arsenal score and the United score as well? Yeah, that'd be great. I might actually just get my iPad. Let me just get my iPad. Fagan's just made the break. And now it'll be Stephen Hendry who'll come to the table. But I'll just get the United game on my iPad. United, my team are Man United, in case you folks are wondering. And he should go through. I mean, not he. The team should go through because there's 4 goals ahead on aggregate. Just as long as Roma don't get any early goals. You just never know in football. Oh, I didn't know that. Mike Barrett saying the commentator John Virgo won the 1979 UK title. An absolute... He wasn't a world champion, I knew that. In case you are wondering, folks, our next snooker watch along after this will be tomorrow night when Jimmy White plays his first match. IGC Hen saying I'm a Neil Robertson fan. I'm trying to remember, did he get into the last... he got into the last 8, didn't he? The quarterfinals this year of the World Championships. Rory Eduardo says snooker is very popular in Brazil too. Oh, De Gea's just made a big save as well. 3 minutes into that game. Only hit the side netting room of Goal Kick United. Anyway, back with the snooker. I quite like this from IGC Hen about the Brazilian that's in this tournament. Figueiredo started playing on a full-size table when he was 32. That's a message to all of you out there to just say to yourself, it's never too late if you give it a go. And Hendry, well, he's on a great break at the moment. He's on 22. Fagan hasn't got any points yet. And Fagan, if he doesn't visit the table again, then he's off out because all they need to do is win 3 frames to head to the next round. And Stephen Hendry, if you didn't know, is leading 2 frames to 0. But it was expected, wasn't it, that before this match had even started about an hour or so ago. Greg asking me, how many games are you streaming tonight, Jamie? Just this one. Just this match. And then we'll be back tomorrow night for Jimmy White's take on the tournament. Adam Cleary asking, are they on a break? Yes, they're not on a break, sorry. No, Stephen Hendry is playing as we speak. He's on 34 points. Still a lot of reds to go. Hero Creature says, surprised that Ken Doherty has never won the seniors title before, considering how he's still playing well at his age. Yeah. Ken Doherty never looks like he's aged either. He just looks the same. And Ken Doherty on Instagram is great. He always shares what socks he's wearing when he's about to go live on the BBC as a pundit or a commentator. He's got a fine collection of socks. Do find him on Instagram. He's a good laugh. So Stephen Hendry looking like he's in the right flow now. It must be a bit weird to only play a best of 5 match when you're used to going to the Crucible and playing a lot more than 5 frames. IGC Hen asking, does it cost money to watch this match? I don't think so. Depends where. I mean, I'm watching on BBC Sports website for free. But you do have to get an account, which isn't, you don't have to pay for it. But I think you just got to tell them that you've got a TV license. Eduardo Martins de Silva saying, I hope Ego Figueiredo wins some matches too. And he says in Brazil they play pool 9, snooker, pool 8, 8-ball, Chinese pool. I've never played Chinese pool. I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I actually know how it works. Do let us know. I've played 9-ball and 8-ball, but in England it's mainly 8-ball, which is we use yellow and red balls, and then of course the 8-ball to finish off the match. Meanwhile, I don't think this match has got much time left because Hendry's on a break of 52. He's now on the pink. Six reds left on the table, but I think Fagan knows that it's going towards Stephen Hendry, and Fagan will leave at this very early stage of this tournament. Terry Patterson's got in touch on the live chat page. Hello, Terry. Saying, I'm delighted that Jimmy White has finally won a snooker title twice. Can he do the treble come Sunday? Come on, Jimmy. Yep, he plays tomorrow. Hendry's 59 ahead with 67 left on the table. He's got the pink, but his cue ball placement hasn't been the best. Hendry did get the red. 4 reds remaining. He's now on the black, but I think if he gets this black and then another red in, I think it should be in his hands mathematically anyway, this frame. Rory Eduardo Martins de Silva says Chinese pool is similar to 8-ball with 15 balls but some different rules. Wow, I didn't know that. IGC Hen saying that Jimmy came back from 4-0 down to beat Ken Doherty in the final last year. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if it's possible in the draw, but can Ken Doherty and Jimmy White meet each other in the final? Could we see that again? Could it be Stephen Hendry? You'd think Stephen Hendry would just like to get his name on this tournament for the first time, just to put it under his belt, even if it, in terms of tournament value, doesn't mean much. For any of you lot who do play snooker at a local club, what advice would you have for someone like me who's thinking of giving it a go? Let me know. I think the nearest one there is a Riley Snooker Club in Chester. Anyway, the match is finished. Fagan has conceded the frame as Stephen Hendry's break has finished, and he will... Simple win, really, for Stephen Hendry at the end. He had some moments, some blunders, but he goes on to win 3 frames to 0. Let's look at his pot success. It was 82.5%. Patsy Fagan was 61.11%. Safety success was 80% for Stephen Hendry, while Fagan was the same safety success as his pot success, which was exactly 61.11%. Let's hear what they have to say.
Coming at match tape 1, it's just, yeah, I mean, another day I lose that match. You know, I was very, very lucky in the second frame, very lucky. I made a break in that last frame, and my cue ball was social distancing from the object ball.
But is some of this not just you getting used to being out there again? I mean, I know you set very high standards for yourself and for others when you're commentating, but, you know, it's not all just going to happen at the click of a finger, is it?
No, I suppose not. But I'd just like to play with the same cue action and practice I do in the match tape, or vice versa. But yeah, it just doesn't happen. So listen, we'll see. I've won. I'm in the next round.
Any preference, Igor or John Parrott?
Oh God, no. Oh no, JP. Yeah, let's play JP.
He's just getting up from the commentary box. He's
John Parrott is commentating
Stephen,
as well.
I'm viewing.
You might play a bit better in the quarterfinals. You probably need to win. Anyway, thank you, Stephen. We will see you on Saturday.
So, anyway, that pretty much wraps up the match tonight of Stephen Hendry versus Patsy Fagan. In case you're wondering, it has ended Stephen Hendry 3, Patsy Fagan 0. Do get some of your comments in, folks. Oh, Terry Patterson says, my mate David Brown from Newcastle upon Tyne is refereeing tomorrow. Please give him a plug because he's the first male from the area to ref at the Crucible. Good luck to David Brown tomorrow. I'll keep an eye on you tomorrow for the snooker. I do like to put the snooker on in the background while I'm at work, so I'll keep an eye out for David Brown-Terry. So yeah, good luck to him. Do send in my wishes on behalf of Let's Talk Sport. And hopefully, folks, we'll see you tomorrow, because we'll be doing Jimmy White's match tomorrow night, same time as what it was for this match at 7 o'clock UK time. So do join us on the channel for that. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel so that you can, of course, find out when we do our next snooker watch-alongs. Let me just update the scoreline on the title. IGC Hen, thanks for the interview. Let's Talk Sport. Thank you. And IGC Hen also says, I'm subscribing to you. Thank you for the support, IGC Hen. Really appreciated. We're very close to getting to 2,200, and we're currently at 2,189. So do subscribe to the channel, folks. It would be really appreciated. And Gabby says, followed the Instagram, Jamie. Thanks, Gabby. Yes, if you're wondering how to follow Let's Talk Sport, there's on social media. Look at the bottom left corner of your screen. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Let's read more of your comments. IGC Hen says, Dennis Taylor is 72 now, the oldest in the tournament. Yep, he is playing, and he's also been commentating. So I think he probably prefers to commentate more these days than play, but it's good to see him still having a few frames while he's getting old, as you say. Rory Eduardo Martins de Silva says, I guess Jimmy White is the favourite to win again this year. You could tell from Stephen Hendry's reaction in his interview just then with Rob Walker after he won his match. You could just tell, can't you, that he's not happy with his game at the moment. Even though Rob Walker did stress to him that, you know, you've only just got back to the table after so long, after so many weeks. But yeah, just shows the standard that Stephen Hendry has, especially with the fact that he is probably the most successful snooker player of all time. Mohammed Alias says Fagan UK champion in 1977. Yep, he certainly was. But do let me know, folks. Do even feel free to put it in the comments of this video when it goes up straight after the live stream, and let me know, how does someone like me, what would you do if you were someone like me who wanted to try out snooker? Because it's been a few years since I even had a few goes at it, and I was terrible, but I knew it was one of those sports where you've just got to keep practicing and getting used to the length of the table. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up there, folks. So thank you all for keeping me company tonight on the live chat page. Thank you for supporting the channel by subscribing and liking the video. If you haven't yet, be sure to do so. And yes, we'll be back tomorrow night for Jimmy White's go at the World Seniors Snooker Championship at the Crucible in Sheffield. So it's a good win for Stephen Hendry, a washout over Patsy Fagan. Can he go on to win the World Senior Championship? Anyway, good night from me, and we'll see you soon.